Hello once again, it's Steven from Board Game House, three friends who play board games on the internet for you. Today we're going to take a look at Mechanica from the team over at Resonym. Mechanica is an engine building game for 1 to 4 players. It's recommended for ages 10 and up and usually takes between 45 to 60 minutes to play. In Mechanica, you're going to take on the role of a human worker in a robot vacuum factory, where your job is to upgrade your factory to create and deliver the most adorable and totally not evil tidy bots to every home in the world. I mean, look at these tiny bots. They would never try to kill us. Alexa, are you trying to take over the world?
I don't want to take over the world. I just want to help you.
I just want to help you.
Let's take a closer look at the game. First, let's talk about one of the coolest parts of the game, which is the actual box. In Mechanica, the box is the main component. It's called the shop, and it's a rotating wheel that houses the improvement tiles that you'll be able to pick up and purchase throughout the game. Now, it has a conveyor belt type feel and look to it, so it kind of helps really with that consistency of theme. All the components, from the personal factory boards to the vaults to the money to the improvement pieces themselves, are all made of a very high quality chipboard, and if you've ever played any Resonym game in the past, you know that they have quality things. When it comes to the actual gameplay itself, they've taken and turned a literal puzzle piece engine building game into something that's very unique and easy to learn and a very accessible game, which is really great to see in the hobby. With that being said, even though it's very easy to kind of learn and understand, it doesn't mean that there's not some steep strategy involved that you can use to completely dominate your rival factories. With all the randomness of how the improvement tiles kind of come out, it does offer for plenty of replayability, and from our playing through it, it seems like there are no two factories will ever kind of be the same. Now, there is an expansion to it called Inventions and Overlords that we got with our Kickstarter version. While it does add some small things to it, it's not needed to enjoy the game, and it doesn't really change the gameplay that much, so you can get just a base game by itself and still have a great time. Speaking of Kickstarter, one of their stretch goals was actually to unlock an augmented reality app. Now, that helps you actually kind of know what the different improvements do. It's great to understand how the game is played or what different things do very early on when you're first learning the game. Now, the thing is, this kind of is where my one negative thing about this game lies. The app can be a little finicky when it comes to recognizing the pieces at first, but what we did is we found that if you kind of lay the piece on a blank background, it generally helps alleviate that a little bit. Now, you by no means need the app to enjoy the game. It does add to the experience, though, if for no other reason than to hear the great things that Armando, the HR bot, has to say, which are all, of course, very fun, encouraging, and not deeply concerning at all. We have been big fans of the team over at Resonym for many years, from Monarch to Visitor in Blackwood Grove, and now with Mechanica, they're just adding to their great lineup. All three of us love Mechanica and think that you should definitely pick up a copy for yourself. It's available right now on Amazon. You can also just go to your local friendly game store and ask them for a copy. Alexa, order Mechanica. If you enjoyed this review, hit that subscribe button below for more how to plays, playthroughs, reviews, and other content. If there's a game you'd like to see us either do a how to play for or review, drop it in the comments below. Also, feel free to come join us on our Twitch channel where we play games like this and many other board games. We're there live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/boardgamehouse. What? Don't judge me.